wanna get away, but I could use some company. If you're alone like me, we could go on a trip. Girl, I wanna see the sun, dive into the deep ocean, dance with you all night long, move as you swing your hips. Let's take a break from the stress and the hate.
Hey everyone, come on into the charge room. Mindset Monday today. Hi everyone, my name is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach Illy. I am a relationship strategist here to assist everyone in the charge room Mindset Monday, because it's all about the mind. It's all about the mind, getting the mind right so we can be the best that we can be, because we are here with purpose. And if you don't have purpose, you're going to come in here and get some purpose. So welcome to Mindset Monday. Yes, it is another Monday. God give us everything that we need to be amazing, and you're going to be amazing. Be amazing, okay? So today we're going to talk about women. I have been approached on many occasions on asking, how do you get out of the ditch? And let me talk about the ditch, okay? The ditch is where we, as women, we love, right? We want to be loved. We want to be hugged. We want to have the attention, and we want to give attention to a loved one, right? More so like somebody we want to really love, okay? But what happens is that the relationship starts out really good and sweet and nice, and then it gets to a point where it starts getting really emotional. And sometimes with that emotion, because if the partner begins to display behavior that's a little bit different from when you first started, it becomes stressful. You begin to doubt the relationship. You begin to doubt yourself. You will become in a place where you're looking around very suspicious at everything, and then you will be inconsistent with what you normally have as nice, sweet, sexy fun, right? Then you're like subconscious, you're again, like I said, you're suspicious, and everything begins to become uneasy. That's when arguments start. But there's also a place where women go where they doubt who they are. They lose focus on your real value and what you're really worth. You begin to accept any type of behavior that is negative that the man brings you, just in order to keep the relationship going and not rock the waves, right? So when we rock the waves, it becomes extremely uncomfortable, again, emotional for the women. Women that I will say will do anything just to keep a man to say that they have a man. And it could be anybody's man. Not just anyone's man. It could be a married man, a man in a committed relationship, a man that wants to have multiple women, and you know it. But then again, you may not know. And then when you find out, you will still do anything to prove yourself that you and him ought to be together and to fight for your space next to him. And sometimes you'll settle to squeeze into his space, especially if you know that he belongs to someone else. And then when someone asks you, hey, how you got a man? And your response is, oh, yeah, well, you know, it's a little bit complicated. That's not cute. Complicated is not cute. In fact, if that word complicated will come out of your mouth at the same time of you describing the love of your life at the moment, doesn't balance out. If you take a step back and look at it, does that really balance out the love of your life? But the love of your life is complicated. Something is not matching here. And you have to ask yourself that. Is it worth being in a complicated relationship just to say, I have a man? Is it worth you losing what your integrity is as a woman? The stress behind that is heartbreaking, because you're waking up every day wondering if your man is coming, if he's coming on time, if he's coming at all, if he's gonna do what he says he's going to do, because broken promises are at an all-time high at this particular point. And he'll give you the same old lines. Baby, it's about you. Baby, you don't trust me. I know you heard it. Come on with all that. I don't want to be bothered with all that. Why you coming for me like that? If he says it nice, if he says it nasty, if he says it any way that comes to a place where he is disqualifying you, he is not available to you emotionally, he is not available to you mentally, he has lacked to be available to you physically, that's a problem. Don't fool yourself to thinking that everything is okay when love is not a two-way street. Let me tell you about love. Love is beautiful. Love is wonderful. Love is kind. Love is caring. Love is sharing. Love is keeping each other abreast. Love is communicating. Love is sincere. Love is patient. Love is apologetic. Love is accountable. You're taking accountability of where you stand in your positioning of love. But first things first, you must love yourself first. When you love yourself, you will never allow someone else to bring you love burnt up from the oven. You want your love to be wonderful and vibrant and colorful. Not some black or white burnt something. You're worth a little bit more than that. And I try not to be so heavy on Mindset Mondays, because so many people, they walk around depressed, they walk around bitter, they walk around angry, and they're most of the time walking around like that because they're suffering from a broken heart. They're suffering because someone hurt them along the way, whether it's something from childhood, teenagehood, maturity of being a woman or a man. Love somewhere because you looked up to someone that you cared about. You looked up to someone that you cared about and said, I love you. And that person that you said, I love you to, did not love you in the same regards that you loved them. And when you start to feel that your love is not valued, you step back and feel away. You shut down. You become isolated. Not only that, you're on a snapback. You start spilling venom because you're angry and mad because you put all your heart and soul into this person and they are not returning the same love with the generousness that you did. They weren't genuine. They weren't genuine. They weren't available. They shut you down, shut you out, disregarded you, and this placed you in a place that you never thought or imagined. Some of you are in a place where you feel stuck because you gave so much of yourself that you lost who you were. I'm here to say, if this is you, don't dare think that you must stay here. You may feel stuck. You may feel like you can't go on. You may ask yourself, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get out of this? How did I get here? How did I get here? Let me help you out, because I was there too. I was there too. There's not a woman that I do not know that fell in love, fell out of love, and then became stuck. You fell out of love because you were hurt, aggravated, frustrated, disgusted, angry, everything that you thought you would not be. But now you're in a place of a rock and a hard place. You're stuck. You're wedged between hard corners and sharp edges that you just can't bear to get cut. Not anymore. But you're too afraid to stand up for yourself, to move on. Your self-esteem is at an all-time low. Confidence is out the door. You look in the mirror every day and do not recognize who in the world are you looking at. It happened to me. I'm telling you, it happened to me. I looked in the mirror one day and did not recognize myself. I was 5 shades darker. My eyes were yellow. And I was like, who in the world is that? That was the day I said to myself, this is the last day I will ever stop loving myself ever again. I had to make a turnaround. I had to make a change. I had to start a routine in my life from ground zero to build myself up and heal from all the cuts, the bruises, the beatings that were in my mind, how I allowed myself to sit in this rotten, stinking place and to have stinking thinking. I had to say, I have to do something different. I need to do something better, something greater. I had to acknowledge my worth. Acknowledge your worth, queens. First, understand who you are. You're not just a female. You're not just a woman. You are a queen. Some of us are so browbeaten that we do not understand who we are. You, my dear, lady, woman, are a queen. You are a queen. Now I need you to operate in your authority to reign over your territory. You are a queen. Don't get stuck in a place to look around and say, how did I get here and I cannot get out? Yes, you can get out. Yes, you can. You can get out. You have to stand up for yourself. Proclaim who you are. I am a queen. reign over your territory. Now, you may not know what your territory is. Your territory is anything that you want it to be. You are authorized to walk through. And as you walk through, your path will open and it will clear, and you will walk straight into your victory. How can you do this? By rising up. You must understand that you have power. Power, what's that? Power. Let's talk about power. Power is where you have to start to begin to have faith in you. You have to start to begin to have faith in your God. You may not have a higher power, but I am suggesting, not only suggesting, I am strongly encouraging you to get connected to your higher power. Now, my higher power, his name is above every name. His name is Jesus to me. You may have another name if you don't have a name at all. Again, I strongly encourage you to get connected to a higher power, because there's life that is not in our realm. Because people look at things as it's not in front of me. I can't tangibly touch it, so I can't see it with a natural vision. So I don't have it in the bank, or I don't have it in front of me. So you feel like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. There's something with that spiritual connection to your higher power. You have a vision. It's called spiritual vision. You'll see beyond your natural vision. And when you get connected to your higher power, God will speak to you. And it's in a voice that's in a commanding voice that you will hear it. And you might be fooled by it for a second, because when there's something that I consider all the time before I do anything, and that's called prayer. Prayer changes everything. You don't know what to say about prayer. You don't know how to pray. Let me help you. 3 words. God, help me. Raise your hands to surrender. Surrender. God, help me. Help me, Lord. You don't know what to say. It's okay, because he knows what's in your heart. He knows what you need. God, help me. Surrender. Surrender. Just one time, surrender. Lord, help me. I need to get out of this stuck place. I don't like it here. I don't like how it feels here. I don't know what to do, Lord. I need help. Once you surrender, once you connect with God, my thing is, in Jesus' name, help me, and ask for God to help you by his name, he gonna give it to you. He gonna send you people to help you. And I'm gonna tell you this, people that's gonna help you is gonna be people that you don't even know. It'll be a stranger that'll help you before your friends and family. That part. A stranger will help you before your friends and family. Because sometimes your friends and family will ignore you, or they'll disregard you. They won't pay you any attention. Oh, she just talking. Oh, she's on her rants again. They won't pay you no mind. But you know what you need. And the only ones that knows is you. But I'm going to tell you this. There's another person that knows. God knows. God knows. He's just waiting for you to talk to him. He's just waiting for you to ask him. He's just waiting for you to reach out to him, because he's extending his olive branch. He's standing right there like, okay, you better. I done gave you the net to get out 100 times and you still sitting there. You do not have to stay in that stuck place, queen. Remember, learn who you are. You are queen. You're not a bitch. You're not a broad. You're a queen. Don't allow men to place you in a place where you are caged in mentally, physically, and emotionally. And they put a lock on it and throw away the key while they run and do them. And you at home going crazy. Don't do it. Don't do it. I've been there. I've been there. It's not a healthy place to be. And I am here to let you know it may be hard, but you could do it. It may be tough, but you can do it. It may be rough, but you can do it. You may cry the whole time trying. As long as you get up and try, I promise you, you could do it. The other side of victory is waiting for you. You could do it. You could do it. I did it. I did it. Remember, I said there was a day I looked in the mirror. I couldn't recognize myself. Who's that? Who is that? I was like, my eyes yellow. Why my skin so dark? I mean, it was like five layers of color darker. I could not recognize myself. But look at me today. Your girl look good today. All to the glory of God, because I get connected to my Jesus. He showed me that I had power. God gives us power. Power to break anything that we think we can't break. We can do anything. Whatever mountain is in your way, you speak to that mountain. Say, mountain, get out my way. Whatever enemy is in your path, you speak to that enemy and say, look, you better get out my way because I'm coming through. We parting here. I divorced my depression to marry my dreams because I'm worth it. I want you to do the same. It's time to get a divorce. Divorce every saddened feeling that is in your brain, in your heart, and that took over your soul. The enemy was in the room when you told God what you wanted in a man. He gave you what you thought was a gift from God. But it was 95% what the devil said. That 5%, God gives us the will to say, you know what? This is too much drama going on over here. God didn't send me this man. I wanted him because I wanted to be loved. I wanted somebody to love me. So I thought that this was what God sent me. But I was wrong. I'm looking like, why is this hurt so bad? This can't be love. I'm here to let y'all know. Don't get stuck in a complicated relationship. Don't get stuck because you thought it was cute. He was looking at me, girl. Don't get stuck because every man that looks at you and smiles may not want you. He's just smiling. Every man that smiles at you doesn't want you. They may act like they want you. They don't want you. They just coming through the room. And you thought, oh, that's him right there. No. Smile back. Give him a compliment back. Because when a man wants you, you know a man wants you. And let me tell y'all, stop giving up the goodies like that. Because that's all they want to. When a man wants you, they're going to know what's in your mind. They're going to give your mind an orgasm. They're going to enhance your life, your lifestyle. They're going to ask you, what do you want? They will treat you like you are royalty. Like my niece said, Auntie, they treat you like you glass. Yes. Because I'm a queen. People will only treat you how you treat yourself. So ask yourself, look in the mirror, are you worth being a wife? Are you worth being next to someone that you want to treat you like a queen? Are you worth that? Do you present that on your own individually without the help of someone else? Is that doable in your life? Because let me tell you this, love, when you love yourself, it's independent. It's not codependent. It's not dependent. It's independent. That is called happiness. That is called happiness. Happiness comes in your singleness. You cannot possibly think that happiness is going to come from somebody that's going to come and love on you. No, you the same miserable, bitter, angry person that somebody else hurt you time and time again. That's luggage that you never unpack, that you never look in the mirror and say, oh, let me go unpack this luggage and heal. Everyone keeps jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship, and you're not healing. You have to heal. You have to unpack your luggage, because this is what y'all do. Y'all have luggage and it's heavy because it's weighing you down, right? You already have that weight. And then people have baggage. You busy collecting other people's baggage, helping them unpack their baggage. But meanwhile, you're walking around with this heavy luggage that you just can't get rid of. And that luggage weight shows up in every relationship that you keep going to. You're not unpacking your luggage to lighten your load. I am here to tell you, man or woman, lighten your load. Unpack your luggage so the weight will not be on your shoulders. And the bitterness, the anger, the frustrations, the neediness, the codependencies, the depression will not sit on you and poison the next person that you meet. I am strongly encouraging you to heal. So let's recap. Know your worth. Identify who you are at this moment. How are you feeling here and here? If it's heavy, you have luggage you need to unpack. You have luggage you need to unpack. That means as you unpack those layers of clothes, those layers of feelings, those layers of emotions, right? Take them out of the suitcase. Put the suitcase up. Walk around free. You're supposed to be fluid. Listen, I work too hard to heal and allow someone to come in my life and take away my happiness. I am independently fluid in my movement, and it feels amazing. I can do whatever I want, be whoever I want, when I want, how I want, without incident of anyone else. This is what I want to do. And I'm going to do it right now. That's because I'm single, right? That's because I'm single. However, when I want to engage into a relationship, you no longer can have that single mindset. Consideration for the other person must come on to the table. This is where a partnership comes together and communication is necessary. You are no longer single. You cannot isolate yourself from the person that you wanted to partner with. Communication is necessary. Otherwise, you will not be whole as a partnership. Your partnership will sever and you will go back to individual beings. And then the hurt comes all over again. The stress, the pressure. Avoid it. Avoid it by identifying what you are, who you are, and what you want. If you don't want partnership with someone, stop running around here acting like you do. Stop hurting people that want more out of life. People, do not allow other people into your life that want to play with it. Because you're vulnerable. Because you're horny. Because you don't want to be lonely. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're worth more. You're worth more. You're worth more. So I strongly encourage you to get out of that dark space, that stuck space. Stand up. Proclaim your life of what you do not want anymore. I don't want to be in this space. I want to be free. I want to discover who I am all over again, because you're not the same person. You are not the same person from yesterday, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You're new. Please, once you start praying and you and God have a BFF relationship, you are going to change. Why? Because he's going to make you change. You may not see it, but it will happen. You will feel it. And you may run from it because it may feel scary, because he's going to give you vision. And you're going to be like, who's that? What's that? I don't know if I want that. Whether you want it or not, kicking and screaming, God going to make you who he wants you to be if you said yes to him. Now, if you didn't say yes, that's a whole different story. That means you just want to stay in the devil's playground. But if you say yes to God because you say yes to you, I promise you, change gonna come. Change gonna come. Hold up, no matter how crazy it look, how dark it get, change is coming. So my name is Ilyasah Simpson. This is Mindset Monday. Don't stay in that stuck place. Stop being in these complicated relationships. Love is beautiful, y'all. And always begin with loving yourself, because love will make you do beautiful things for itself. And baby, that glow, whoo, cha, that glow is absolutely magnificent. Love yourself. You're worth it. So I see you next Monday. Everybody, be your king or queen self and go be amazing.